here with Half Dozen Customs. We're out here in the shop today. The last thing that we finished off with was these fenders. We got both the inside of the engine compartment painted. We still got to do the wheel tub area, which I explained. We're just going to put like 2 coats of base and 1 coat of clear, and then it'll get scuffed down, and we're actually doing a color match bed liner inside there. So that'll be coming up next, but we got the hood in here now. So we're gonna tackle this. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some guide coat on it, 320 at 400 it out. And then we need to seam seal this back lip here. We did a lot of work in here. We sandblasted it all, sanded it. This hood, the inside of this hood's been primed twice. So, you know, there's a good amount of primer in there, but there's still some pitting from the rust, and it's just really hard to get in there and sand, you know, put body filler in there and sand it all out. Not that we couldn't have, but what we're going to do is I'm just going to seam seal this back edge, and then call it a day, and we'll get this guy painted. Hopefully it'll get painted today. I don't know that it will. I'm not going to push for it to get painted today, but if it does, awesome. But let's get to sanding. So you can see I got the center section knocked down. Being that we, primed this hood and we blocked it out and we reprimed it, there's really not much to sand out. There's no chips, there's no sand scratches, no waves, no nothing. Like it is sanding out super easy. Not to say that this hood still isn't going to take me a little while, but just that center section right there took me 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go go ahead and continue sanding on this, and we will check back with you guys when we're a little closer. Okay, we're back out here on this hood. Kind of just got caught up in work yesterday, and I don't think I turned the camera back on. But we did get all of this in 320, and I went through and I spot puttied a couple of spots. Just little spots that didn't get taken care of with the primer, little rust pits after sandblasting, or just a couple imperfections that didn't get taken care of with the primer. So we got it all in 320. I'm ready to 400 this guy out, and then we still got to seam seal this back lip, and then we'll be ready for paint. It is later in the evening on the next day. I think we probably could have got this painted last night if I would have stayed out here till like 2 or 3 o'clock. I ended up calling it a night at 11 o'clock after getting all this put in 320. And then this morning I got up and I mowed some of my grass. Spent like 4 hours mowing. The front I've been keeping maintained on a regular, but the back, I haven't touched the back in probably a couple months. So it was a forest out there. It was probably knee high. You know, we live out in the country. I don't even have to mow my lawn out here if I don't want to. There's no rules about that. So, you know, no big deal. You know, it's acres and acres and acres of land out there. We don't even mow most of it. We just mow paths and trails and stuff like that. So, went out there, got some of that mowed. I'm gonna have to mow some more tomorrow. I'll probably spend another 3 or 4 hours mowing tomorrow. And then the next day I'll probably mow the front. The front doesn't really need it, but there's some areas that are tall, so yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna work on getting this painted tonight, hopefully. If it doesn't, no big deal, but hopefully we can get it painted up tonight. So that's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna get my wet sand and stuff together, and let's get to wet sanding. Okay, I'm gonna keep hitting it with the 400. I believe we got the whole center section done. I just grabbed a new piece of 400. I was using a piece of 400 that was from the driver's side fender, I believe. But now we got the two like structure sections, front and back, to do, and the two sides. And we'll be ready to seam seal. I'm gonna have Colleen come out and help me seam seal. So I'll check back in with you guys after that, we're getting ready to put some sealer on this. So see you guys back here shortly. Okay, we're back. Still the same night. We got everything in 400. I got it all pre-cleaned up, ready to go. Colleen came out here and she helped me seam seal this back edge. So that looks good. I'm happy with that. No more little rust pitting spots. That all got covered. Looks good. I'm happy with it. So now I'm gonna mix up some sealer. And we're gonna seal this back edge. And then there's just like little spots on some of the edges where like I burned through. So we're gonna basically I'm gonna seal this, and we're gonna seal this. I'm not worried about the center. We didn't break through anywhere there. And we'll get some paint next up, so stay tuned. Okay, got some seam sealer mixed in here. We're gonna have to turn down that air pressure some. Let's blow it off real quick. Let's see. Can we turn down this air pressure? All right, I'm gonna clean out my gun. We'll get some base mixed up and we'll get to it. Okay, here we go. First coat of paint. Let's hope everything turns out good. Wish me luck. That was almost a catastrophe. As you can see, my regulator, it just broke off. For one, it's super old, but for two, my guns are so old that they don't seal anymore. When I take it apart to clean it and put it back together, they don't seal. And if you just kind of crank on it with your gun wrench, it doesn't make a complete seal, and when you squeeze the trigger, it bubbles up in the gun, or in the cup. So I have to put it in the vise, and I have to hit it with a hammer to really crank it tight so that it doesn't bubble. As long as I do that, I don't have any problems. Well, tonight when I was going to clean my gun and I was trying to take the gun apart, I couldn't get the nozzle, or I think it's the nozzle, is the inside part of the tip. I couldn't get it off. It actually ended up finally rounding off where the wrench goes. I ended up having to use vice grips to get it off. So I switched it out with a different one that I had. But trying to get everything, it really moved around in the vise when I have it clamped in the vise. And I had knocked that thing loose, the regulator. So I tightened it back up and we were good to go. I didn't know that it had actually broke the regulator. Thank God that we were down at the front just spraying the edge of the hood when that came off. It missed hitting the hood by like this much. Had we been out over the middle of the hood when that happened, this night would have been over, and we would have had to been going back and probably repairing a ding. So that could have been catastrophic. Thankfully, we're okay. I put a new regulator on there, and we're good to go. So I'm gonna let this sit up a little bit. I'm gonna tack it off. Just make sure. I did see a couple of things dust-wise in there, and we've had a couple of bugs land on the hood. Nothing in the paint yet. Well, we had the one that was in the sealer. Nothing in the paint yet, but just double check everything and make sure everything looks good. And I'll show you guys back out here tomorrow morning when we were all cleared up and done for the night. Well, I'll be done tonight. It'll be back in the morning, but we'll be wrapping up this video for the night, if that makes any sense. See you guys back here later. So you can see how much that tack rag picks up. Now that's not wet paint on there, that is dry dust that is on there. And technically, I should do this between each coat. And I probably will on this hood, just to try and keep down the dirt nibs. Once we get to clear, there's nothing that we can do about it. But while we're in the base, I'm gonna wipe it with this. Keeps the dust down, keeps the dirt nibs down, keeps the bugs down. So yeah, we'll keep going. Okay, so put another coat on. Right away realized I had a swivel on the end of my old regulator that just blew off while we were painting the hood. So I had to switch that out because I could not get up underneath this lip without that swivel. That's why I have a swivel on my gun, so that I can get up underneath stuff. Hard to get areas. So I had to switch that around. 2 coats, it's looking good. I'm gonna let this dry. We're gonna take it off again. I'm gonna put 2 more coats on. First 2 coats, we did this way. Second 2 coats, I'm gonna do it this way. And just hopefully everything looks good and comes out right. So, okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.